up, everyone? Balliet Brand. We got a quick live stream, right? We have the sacrifice phase officially announced by Richard. And so I want to show everyone how to sacrifice safely, right? There's been a lot of fake websites and iterations that have come out. And so the official website is pulsechain.com. Let me just bring this on. It's going to be a real quick stream. I want to condense it. I know Maddie All In is streaming and the sacrifice just went live, but I'm going to show you how to do it from a wallet that has no ETH or anything, but I'm going to show you the steps how to do it safely. Andrew Stoller, it says sacrifice on now. Yes, the sacrifice phase is live. Let me go over to Richard Hart's Twitter. Give me just a second here. Okay. Yeah, Richard Hart, he's always talked about wait for his official announcement, right? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you now. I know during Maddie's stream, some of us had seen the update on the website. And then I had a tweet, but I deleted it just in case it wasn't actually legit. But it was legit, as I had kind of suspected. Takes a little bit of time to update everything. But so Richard, like I said, he still needs to update this. Sacrifice hasn't started yet, even though the tweet that we're going to read right now says that it has. So, just look out for that. I killed Epstein. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Looking good. Okay, so yeah, let's go over here. So the sacrifice phase is live, right? Pulsechain.com and pulse.info, okay? So let's actually go to pulse.info just because I've never seen that. Okay, cool. So we're actually going to go back to the pulsechain.com. Whoops. Go back to the pulsechain.com, okay? So here's what we're going to do. Let's just make sure. 1 second. Let me go back to, sorry about this. Let me go back to pulsechain.com real quick. Had to switch the tabs. Okay, so the sacrifice phase has officially started, right? What we're going to do is up here at the top is open decentralized application. It's going to connect via MetaMask. And let's, so here's the thing, guys and gals. So what you got to do is connect the wallet first. I've already actually selected it. So, but the thing is I've already selected the Ethereum network, which generated this address. So you can sacrifice Avalanche, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Dogecoin, any ERC20 token for the most part, I believe, right? Definitely do your own research on that last one. But yeah, you can sacrifice Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, Ripple, Zcash, things like Hex. What I'm going to do now, so since this is the address for the sacrifice on the Ethereum set, let me go over to the actual Ethereum address and let's just do an update of what it actually is. Like I said, this is going to be a real quick stream. I know Maddie's streaming. Don't want to, stream over everyone, but God damn it, the sacrifice phase is live. So let's see. Bifiness, thanks for streaming, Bran. I'm sending this to my peeps. Oh, shnikes. Richard Hart going live in 20 minutes. God damn, what an amazing day. Hex price is at 13.71 pennies. Yeah, Corey, that's so awesome. Thank you for the update. I got my phone on mute. So let me go, guys, to the address that I was telling you about. Let me share the screen right quick. What a monumental day. As someone that's been here, before I refresh the screen, as someone that's been here since day one of Hex and a super early Hex investor, found out Richard in 2017, had been following him ever since. This is that opportunity again to get into something like Hex or get into something like Ethereum back in 2015 when it was 15 pennies after the ICO launch. All right. So Albert Furher says, so do we send Hex to the Ethereum network? Yes. So let me go back to the share screen and I'll keep your comment up just because it's relative. So this is the address itself that has, been deemed the official address of the Ethereum network. And that's where you're going to be sending your Hex. So let me just refresh the screen for everyone so they can see. Holy moly, the price is just pumping up like a mofo. So we already have $6.5 million worth of ERC20 tokens, not including the $150,000 worth of Ethereum. So this is going to be absolutely killer and kick-ass. And what an exciting time to be alive, right? So we've got 45,550,000 754 hex that have already been sacrificed. After I finish this stream and show you guys, I'll be sacrificing a little bit. I know that. Actually, let me go back to the website before I refresh. The website itself now shows a 5-day volume phase that you're not going to be affected by. So initially it was 3-day on the rough draft, and now it's a 5-day, and it's going to be a total of 19 days of the sacrifice. So I want to go back to that in just a second. But yeah, let me paste the address for everyone just so they can see. And like I said, you're going to want to go to pulsechain.com, and you're going to want to just verify through the decentralized application. You can connect your MetaMask to your main wallet. There's a reason I didn't connect my main wallet. I don't want you guys seeing how much I have. But connect your main wallet, click the Ethereum network if you're sacrificing something like Hex, and then it'll generate that address. And then below it says the viewable addresses of the other blockchains, but don't send it to those addresses. Follow the steps of the website where it's generating the address for you, and then that's what you'll be sending to. And before you send to those addresses, say if you have Ethereum on Coinbase, don't send it from your Coinbase wallet, because you're not going to get the credit Coinbase would, because they've got the private keys to that crypto. So not your keys, not your crypto. Have your MetaMask.io wallet. That's what I'm going to be sacrificing from. But definitely take a look. KH says, can I sacrifice USDC on the Ethereum address? Yes, you can. When we refresh the screen, see, now we got 6.9 million. But just to show you, so yeah, we already have over $300,000 of USDC. So to answer your question, that's the address. And you can see, like I said, over 300,000. We've got $6,517 worth of Tether, about 2,000 worth of wrapped Ethereum, about 1,200 worth roughly of wrapped Bitcoin, and then just some other stuff as well that people have sent to. So that's pretty much it. Once again, that's the address. I'll paste it, like I said, in the chat real quick. Hey, what's up, Mr. Locomat? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, man. Sacrifice phase has initially started. Richard has posted a comment, according to Corey and everyone else. Bitfinesse, thank you for the update. That Richard will be live soon. Let me actually just share that, right? Because I never officially saw it myself, and even though I trust all the Hexicans, let's just verify that information, right? So let me. Okay, so we're on Richard's Twitter. Let me just refresh, and then let's scroll down a smidge. Like I said, Richard needs to update this, so ignore that part. Obviously he's busy as hell right now, but he's going to be live in 20 minutes, and hopefully he doesn't have an OBS fuck up like he's had the past couple of times, because that's been really frustrating for him to stream to himself and not have the YouTube section go live. So hopefully he's aware of that, but we're going to click over here. And so, yeah, Richard's talking about, we got about 12 minutes left. Richard does start fashionably late, like every time, so be aware of that. But the title is the Pulsechain Sacrifice Phase is live at pulse.info. And then the other one is pulsechain.com. So definitely be in tune for that. That's going to be exciting. Don't know how long of a stream it's going to be. But let's just stop sharing the screen there. And we'll go back. We'll go for just a couple of minutes, just because I see that there's some questions in the chat. But let's just refresh and just watch these numbers freaking grow. I mean, 7 million already. And, not to mention the 8 million that has already committed via the Sens donation. That's really awesome. So what's up, Bitfinesse? Smarter Device says, if earlier is better, day 1 is as early as day 5, though, correct? Yes. So pretty much everything that it's based on. I mentioned that the initial rough draft was day 1 through 3, right? And now it's days 1 through 5. It's going to be the same volume bonus, things like that. The only thing that's going to be different is the way that it's calculated is based on a 30-minute time-weighted average price. So even though I'm going to sacrifice a little bit, say if I had 100K, I'll probably sacrifice, say, like 5,000, something like that, dollars worth. But then within these next 1 to 5 days, not everyone has been up to date, they might be sleeping. Not everyone's up to date that the sacrifice phase has actually started. So people might be pushing up that hex price. So it doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to do everything right now, right? I've learned that from the AA to not blow your load all at once. So even though I'm going to be donating after the stream, I will be, kind of seeing what happens within those 1 to 5 days. There's going to be a lot of games to play. And Kareem's point, Kareem, Maddie, they're all streaming right now. I just hopped on my own stream to show everyone how to do it. But Kareem mentioned a very good point that most likely there's going to be a day that the whales get in. I mean, we already saw 33 million hex being sacrificed. That's awesome. That's great. That's just going to lower the amount of sell pressure that can happen for hex. But there's going to be a day, most likely, that the whales are playing their games. And that's probably going to be the day that I go in with a majority of my stack. And most likely it's probably going to be within that 1 to 5 day range. So definitely something to consider. Since it is based on that 30-minute time-weighted average price, it's just something to think about how you want to go about the sacrifice. All right, let me just answer some questions and we'll wrap things up here. But what a monumental time, for everyone that I don't know, like for everyone that missed the Ethereum ICO and in 2015, and for everyone that missed the Hex launch, this is your opportunity. And Pulsechain is beating Ethereum 2.0 to what they want to do, right? It's going to be doing the delegated proof of stake. You're going to be able to, like I mentioned, delegate your stake to the validators. And based on the fees that they generate, you're going to be getting a little bit of a kickback with that proof of stake. The Pulsechain.com fork is going to be a little bit different than, say, hex staking, because hex staking is a hard lock, where when you lock it, it's hard locked. But with Pulsechain, you can kind of unlock it at any time. So it's going to be a different form of that delegated proof of stake. Let me get to Albert's point. So we copy the address, go to the Hex wallet, select send and paste the address, and send what we want to sacrifice. Yes. Yeah. So do it on your own computer. Don't just take the address that I've posted and send to that. It would make sense to go to just pulsechain.com first, have your MetaMask logged in, connected to whatever wallet you want to sacrifice from. And then, just make sure you connect. Like I said, do those steps that I had already done of the Ethereum network. If you're going to be sacrificing Hex, it's going to generate that same address. But like I said, instead of just taking the address that I posted, that's the official one for the Ethereum, don't do that. Like, do your own steps as well to make sure that you're doing everything properly. And it just makes sense to be connecting your MetaMask wallet to it. That way, officially, that everything's been credited. Let's see. Thanks for the video. Yeah, man, you're totally welcome. I was inspired because I was watching Maddie stream and, wanted to be first to kind of jump on the ship of showing people how to do it, because obviously people are going to be excited. I'm excited. The FOMO is real and stuff, but just make sure that you're taking the proper steps, that you're going to pulsechain.com or pulse.info, I believe was the other one. Let me just verify real quick. Yeah, so pulse.info or pulsechain.com are the two official websites that you can be sacrificing from. And let's actually just let's see what it's at now. Another $500,000. Jeez, man, holy shnikes. And then nearly $200,000 worth of Ethereum. So, the Ethereum people, everyone else, the Hexicans, they're all just like with Hex, right? Let me just go to this real quick. Just like with Hex, when you're staking, you're showing that you believe in the smart contract. It's not to Richard Hart Foundation or to anything else. You're just you're sacrificing to a contract address, or when you're staking to the Hex network, and then you're burning your tokens. What we see already with this $7.5 million, let's just go back, $7.5 million, we got, $7.27 million worth of Hex already sacrificed. What that is a political statement that Richard's talked about. And so the way that the sacrifice is going to work is, you're not guaranteed anything. Richard's got to do stuff properly, legally, just like with Hex, where there's no, future expectations from the work of others, and there's not, promises of future work from the work of others, which would possibly deem it a security via the Howey test. But what he is saying is that, what you're doing is exercising your free speech, and you're going to at least be credited, the points, right? The points for the Pulsechain airdrop and fork. And so if you happen to get the fork, which most likely everyone's going to get it, then you'll be awarded those Pulse tokens via the amount of points that you have, via any volume bonus multipliers that we've covered on the previous stream on the rough draft. And so that's pretty much that. So yeah, you're welcome for the video. Let me scroll up a smidge. I just sent my USDC to the said address. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. That's great. Congrats. You've sacrificed some of your USDC. Ui Tuan Han, hard name to say. Days 17, 18, and 19 have the worst rates and get a flat bonus of only 1.75x. Yes, that is true, right? What we don't know is what the price is going to be doing those days based on 30-minute time-weighted average intervals. So the price, theoretically, like, this is why some people are averaging in or saving a little bit for the end. Because theoretically, the bonus is great, right? But theoretically, you could have the price outweigh whatever bonus you would have gotten on those first 1 to 5 days. Because since it's based on that 30-minute time-weighted average. So say some freaking whale last day or second to last day spikes up the price, does a $100 million buy and then does a sacrifice. Well, now, if you sacrifice within those 30 minutes, your average is going to be a lot higher than, say, if you would have sacrificed at the very beginning and still gotten that bonus because maybe there was more price discovery between day 1 and 19. Hope that makes sense. Now it's confirmed. So what's next? What's next is we wait. We got a Richard Hart stream very, very soon. I know Maddie's streaming as well. I would guess that he'll probably end his stream for the Richard stream when he goes live. But yeah, pretty much we just wait and we sit in excitement, right? We watch the Hex price go up and to the right, and we celebrate. I mean, shit. Like I said, for anyone that was there early on Hex day one, I know a lot of early OG Hexicans, or even the people that weren't there on day one, and we're still there. Buying and holding is what does the best when it comes to investments. Richard Hart talks about that founders and holders are the ones that get rich in cryptocurrency. It's the traders in the middle that get absolutely wrecked with that volume and through exchange fees and through leverage and margin. So what's next is, like I mentioned on the last stream, develop your strategy. Develop your strategy. Go to pulsechain.com, go to pulse.info, and read. The first 1 to 5 days, they're going to have the same bonus as far as, the volume bonus, but the price might fluctuate differently within those 30-minute time-weighted variables. So, consider that as well. So this person says, does this mean that it is far better for a small sacrificer to sacrifice on day 17, 18, or 19? That's the $1 million question. If I had a crystal ball, which I actually do, but I'm not going to say this is future advice. If someone had a crystal ball and had the absolute answer of seeing forward into the future, then yeah, you'd be able to give advice or, ideas off that. But really, it's just a shot in the dark. No one knows what the hell is going to happen. Like I mentioned, whales are going to be playing their whale games, manipulating the price, which is good. Manipulating the price upwards, most likely in Hex because of the low liquidity and whatnot. And they're going to be playing their games. Who knows what day that the biggest whale decides to do that. Richard's talked about people that didn't participate in Hex that are going to be participating in Pulsechain. And so let's just refresh just for the heck of it, since this is history in the making. I didn't get to do this with Hex, but I get to do it with Pulse. So now we've got nearly $233,000 worth of Ethereum We've got actually, let's go to the official number. So we've got $7.877 million worth of hex, which is 56,974,179. Here's the beautiful thing. Some people ask, like, oh, why sacrifice hex? This is most likely going to go into the hands of an entity or someone or a trust that's not going to sell the damn price. Why would someone, Richard, the founder of Hex, when people talk about speculating him being the OA and stuff like that, why would you cut off your nose to spite your face? Why would you sell the product and project that you designed? You wouldn't, right? You would do it with the other tokens. But most likely what I'm saying is this is Hex that's probably not going to be sold. And it's probably going to go into hands similar to something like the OA. I might speculate, and I might guess, just as an opinion, that, like I said, is not going to be sold. And so when you've got reduced supply on the market, and not only do you have it via the sacrifice, but you've got it via people that are staking, right? It's burning the hex, and then it remints it once you've, served your days of interest. Then you've got lower sell pressure, and now you've got people that are buying and trying to get in. So absolutely exciting. Dr. Chim Richards says, I'm in with my first sack. Awesome. Congratulations. It's amazing for participating. Smarter device, thanks. Hex King. If I wanted to sacrifice Hex, I send to the address I get when choosing the Ethereum network, right? Yes. There's a address once you generate the Ethereum network, and it's most likely it's going to be the one that we're looking at right here, because that's what everyone else has seen as well, and that's how we're able to verify. But just go through the steps. Go to pulse.info or pulsechain.com. We'll probably honestly go until Richard goes live. Looks like Discourse Syndicate's live too. Crypto Sparbu is live, and I know Maddie's live too. So many of the Hexicans, we're live. We're to the punch, and we're trying to educate and show you how to do things safely, how to plug in the proper URL. If you haven't sent your coins from, say, Coinbase or whatever exchange to your own wallet, then you're going to want to set up your own wallet, right? MetaMask.io is going to be something that supports this Pulsechain sacrifice. So you're going to need to connect that decentralized application wallet, which is MetaMask, to the Pulsechain.com or the Pulse.info. Let me just cover just a couple more comments. We'll get out of here soon. I know Richard's going to stream soon. Mount Coiner, 14 cents. Hell yeah, that's absolutely awesome. We saw what the price could do and what the price has done. Let's just go back real quick. 1 second here. Let me just share the screen of the price because it is relevant. Okay, cool. Uniswap.hex.vision. We can see we're at like 13.8 cents. I never look at anything under a daily for the most part. But since we got the 30-minute time-weighted average price, it gives me an excuse to kind of look at it. But if you just look at what we've done for the past couple of days, you can see the sacrifice phase launched today, which is this candle. But just leading up, we've already done 63% move. That's absolutely fantastic and absolutely incredible. Let's just go back to that address. Let's just take another look, do a refresh. Like I said, we'll probably go live until Richard goes. I know some of you guys and gals have some questions. What do you know? $245,000 worth of Ethereum being sacrificed to this address. And we've got, with Hex, 8.8 million, 8.81 million. So awesome. Let's go to Bitfinesse. He's got something. And also, Bitfinesse, he shared this publicly, so I can share it as well. But he had mentioned that he had like one of his earliest stakes was like, $400 principal. Now it's worth like $400,000. Like, holy shnikes, are you kidding me? Where else can you get this kind of gain? I see like pinned messages on Twitter, like the advertisements on Twitter that are talking about inflation and talking about unemployment and stuff like this. Well, the thing that people should be talking about is investing properly and being knowledgeable. So that's exactly what this is cryptocurrency as an asset class in general is the highest appreciating asset class the world has ever seen. And then you've got something like Hex that was the top performing asset of 2020 and soon to be, 2021 if it's not already. Bitfinesse says, after connecting to MetaMask, press F5 to update the contract address, preventing it getting hacked by a scammer. See the latest Richard Hart tweet. Yeah, we can maybe go to that tweet, but that's good advice. Yeah, definitely refresh the address. Make sure you're on pulsechain.com or pulse.info, and just make sure that you're doing things properly, because I was one of the people that effed up day one and sent a lot of Ethereum actually to the contract address. So make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you're reading the instructions. Take a deep breath, and we've got plenty of time. Absolutely, we have plenty of time. Cryptic Life, any ERC20 token, you just use the ETH address to sacrifice to. Yeah, so I know Richard has mentioned that there's official ERC20 tokens that you can sacrifice, and I've seen a handful of other ones. So I don't know if it's all of the ERC20 tokens or if it's just a select few. That is something I would kind of do some more research on. But yeah, there's definitely an ETH address that you're. Yeah, Hexmac, I would, bro, but I'm not going to go for much longer. I'm just going to go for a couple minutes. Sorry to do that to you, but Richard is going to be streaming soon. So this was just kind of like an introductory video just to show people how to sacrifice. But we'll have to do it soon, bro. I saw you and Motley and what's his name? Wave 3 TV now. So going to have to deny it this time, but we'll do it soon. Happy sacrifice, but I know Richard's going to be going live soon, so I don't want to have too much company before I leave. I'm just going to answer the questions and then end the stream in just a couple of minutes. Buy now, cry later. Love the name. So everyone is thinking of waiting till tomorrow. I'm going to be sacrificing a little bit after the stream, right? Say if I had like I said, not saying I do, but say if you had like $100,000 worth of USD. Then maybe I'll throw in 5,000 right now and kind of just play out for that day that the whales are really manipulating the price upwards and getting in, like Kareem talks about. Oh my God, it's live. Yeah, it's live. So awesome. MT Coiner, I just threw all of my furry little Dogecoins into the volcano. That is the sacrifice, and some Hex. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. KH, I'm sacrificing my Hex in USDC. Awesome. Yeah, it's just like the Ethereum, not just like, but it's similar to the Ethereum adoption amplifier that happened within the first 351-day launch phase of Hex, where you were, if you had Bitcoin, you could free claim. That's great before the snapshot. But then what you were doing was you were minting your own Hex by sending, Ethereum to the actual address. You were interacting with the address. And it's so cool to see that Richard has given a lot of other, crypto communities that opportunity, Dogecoin, like MT Coiner mentions. Dr. Tim Richards, I just did Ethereum, don't want the taxable transaction. Pretty mad I didn't convert it 2 months ago to Hex. Yeah, there's always the hindsight bias, right? I mean, there's always those people that, I even hear OG Hexicans like, man, shut up. But I hear OG Hexicans that are like, oh, I wish I would have got more T-shares when it was 60 cents. Like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, everyone wishes they would have. If they had the DeLorean from Back to the Future, we'd all just rewind the time and, be able to do that. But just be happy with what you got. And I know what you mean. I definitely know what you mean. So what's next after sacrificing? So after the sacrifice, I mean, Richard has mentioned that here's the way it works. So you've got the sacrifice. Sometime I would guess within that sacrifice phase is when the public testnet will be launched. Right now, that public testnet is live, but it's just private. You can't join. But once it's launched publicly, that's when Richard has mentioned people will be able to see the code and stuff like that. He doesn't want to do it immediately because he doesn't want to give them the advantage of reverse engineering that code and trying to compete immediately with Pulse. But what's going to happen, long story short, is the public testnet will be released. People will be able to play around and stuff like that. And then most likely soon after the sacrifice phase, my guess, will be that's when the chain is going to launch. And that's when you'll be able to go to the metamask.io, the wallet that you have, And Richard had mentioned that it's going to be natively, where you can click like the Ethereum network, and then there's like a drop down of like 5 other networks. Richard has mentioned, I've seen it with my own eyes, so better be true, but he's mentioned that the Pulsechain network will be on that native drop down, because with people using Matic and other networks, they actually have to add what's called an RPC network customly. But Richard has mentioned that it will be a native drop down, which is awesome. Yeah, far out aliens, totally. Yeah, you know, people can look at the beginning of the video. I will clip it, and I'll you know, post it as a little clip for the people that, yeah, you know, people can sorry about that, for the people that don't want to watch the whole video. But let's just refresh. Let's see where it's at now. So now we've got about $324,000 worth of Ethereum. That's 165 Ethereum to the sacrifice address. And let's go to Hex. We've got $9.345 million worth of Hex, which is at 13.83 cents, which is what it's at right now. It's actually at 14 cents on uniswap.hex.vision. But then we got another $500,000. Sorry about that. Let's go back. Another $500,000, you know, $534,000 worth of USDC. So that's awesome. I always don't know how to say her name, but Naripia, I think it's Naripia, but Naripia TV. Thanks for the update, Brand. You're welcome. I'll make a clip later. Yeah, MT Coiner, Aave, Link, DAI, Ethereum, Hex, Maker, Ren Bitcoin, USDC, USDT, which is Tether, Uniswap, Wrapped Bitcoin, Wrapped ETH are the supported ERC20s. Yeah, so stick with the supported ERC20s. Don't be sending some random, you know, coin that that might not be supported. So that's pretty much it, guys and gals. Richard is going to be going live soon. Let me just share that real quick once again. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be the link. I will post it so so everyone can see. Let's share the proper link real quick. I am a moderator on Richard's channel, so gonna be you know, staying up probably all night because of the excitement, but gonna be staying up and make sure that you like the video. But Richard was supposed to be streaming about 11 minutes ago, so like I said, hopefully he doesn't have that OBS mistake. Oh, okay, he says soon. So let's end the stream here, guys and gals. You know, cheers to everyone. Right, you're in a product early. You have the opportunity to invest in pretty much that Ethereum 2.0, right? Pulsechain.com, pulse.info is beating Ethereum 2.0 to its launch. And if there's anything that Richard Hart has talked about, it's that the first mover advantage always has a significant advantage. You look at something like Amazon, right? And so now we just wait. Someone like Richard is a absolute genius. This is going to be the stream that he goes live on. And like I said, I'll be moderating and making sure that the, you know, like I said, that the chat's doing good. And don't want to share it too much because who knows, there might be something that I see that other people don't need to see. We'll let that comment go. But yeah, I mean, you know, people are ready to sacrifice, and we can see that with the numbers. So gonna end the stream here. Go to the main website, pulsechain.com or pulse.info, to be able to sacrifice. I showed you how to connect with your MetaMask. It needs to be with MetaMask or a wallet that you've got your private keys and you actually hold the keys, as opposed to something like Coinbase. So don't just send it from any address. You need to send it from something with the wallet that you actually control the coins. I do have to go to bed and catch up on the stream in the morning. Day jobs suck. Yeah, man, you know, hopefully, you know, Pulse and Hex, and, you know, there's Hex, there's Pulse Hex, there's Pulse. Hopefully that allows you to, you know, retire early sometime in the future. I look at the price right now. Holy shit, Nikes, you know, 14.6 cents. And, you know, with the amount of T-shares that I have, never thought I'd be earning this much money per year, you know, so excited, so grateful for Richard. And Dr. Jim says, good luck to everyone. Let's succeed together, boys and girls. Yeah, you know, and the other thing I'll say real quick before I do go and start looking at Richard's chat is there is no perfect strategy, right? But to Dustin Hawk's point, Hawks, you need to be following him if you're not. To his point, develop a strategy. Take the information that we've given you. Take the information that's on Pulsechain.com. See that the first 1 to 5 days are when that volume bonus maxes out, and kind of just work your plan, right? Definitely work your plan, and we're all here early, So if you happen to miss Bitcoin when it was pennies, or you happen to miss Hex when it was 4 zeros and a 4, I think, something like that. If you happen to miss all that, well, hey, maybe Pulsechain is your saving grace, and maybe that is your opportunity. So if I wasn't in Hex, I wouldn't go 100% in Pulsechain. Maybe I would do, I don't know, like 50-50, something like that, just so you can kind of have the different market dynamics of both tokens. But it's going to be awesome to see. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to end the stream here right now. Let me just go back to Richard's YouTube link. We're going to share this real quick, and then we'll do one last update. Hey, love you too, Biffines. We'll do one last update before I go, just on how much has been sacrificed, because now that Richard's stream is getting closer and whatnot, we're at 14.6 cents. We can see that things are getting spicy. So let's just go back right quick. Another like $4 million just got sacrificed. So now we've got about $364,000 worth of Ethereum. That's 185 Ethereum. And then we've got about $12.388 million worth of Hex. See, this is where it's just so beautiful. Like I said, this Hex is not going to be sold on the market, most likely. So you've got 84,288,606 Hex. And you've got over $500,000. You've got about $617,000 worth of USDC. That's where we're going to end it here. I posted the update right there. Go to Richard Hart's stream. He's going to be streaming soon. He's already late, so let's just be patient. But get in the chat, like the stream, like this stream, and like Richard's stream, and like all the other Hexagon stream, because support your Hexagons. And we'll see you later. Tomorrow we've got the Knights of the Crypto. Don't know whose channels it's going to be on. Like I said, I'm not posting it anymore on my channel. We're going to be doing it individually, but it's going to be on someone's channel. We'll post that Twitter link probably tomorrow. And till next time, right? So exciting. We've got the Pulsechain sacrifice. It's officially launched. Go to pulsechain.com. Go to pulse.info. And make sure you use metamask.io. Don't be Googling MetaMask, because there's some fake advertised MetaMasks that'll literally steal all your coins, because they've got the access to the private key and to the seed phrase that it generates. So metamask.io. Don't type in anything else if you're going to download MetaMask. And that's it. I'm going to be modding the YouTube channel, so stay on your best behavior. And let's all show Richard support. Thank him for the sacrifice. And till next time, everyone.